Trigger is a Netflix limited series K-drama that focuses on why people might pick up a gun rather than who actually fires a shot. We follow a cop, Lee-do, who has sworn off using guns thanks to his traumatic and nightmarish experience in the armed forces. He's a skillful killer, but is also haunted by these kills. Now, the show doesn't dwell a ton on his past, but we do get enough glimpses through flashbacks to provide some effective development. Now, the other person the series gives the majority of its focus to is Moonbeck. He's very nonchalant, laid back, maybe a bit nuts, just simply for his lack of fear and incessant pursuit of thrills. We also get more background on Moon, which helps to paint a vivid picture of what influenced his current behaviors. While we have a kind of awkward and forced pairing of these two for a part of the plot, we're also shown several different people, ranging in ages from high school to elderly, all who are or have experienced some sort of trauma or harm from others. Now, some are bullied, others are ignored, some are just simply too high-strung, and instead of doubling down on their therapy, they vent in a violent way. Now, these side stories aren't anything out of the ordinary, which also helps to make them tangible and relatable. For portions of the series, especially as we get into the latter half of the show, the message becomes preachy and obvious rather than subtle or nuanced. The social commentary, it's blatant and unobscured, so it can feel a little forceful and rammed onto us rather than providing a choice. Because Lee-do and Moonbak are closely together for several episodes, and then we still follow them both through the plot, we get to see how they both use their influence on people who have chosen to pick up a gun. Both of them are persuasive and seemingly rational, creating a quiet tension that complements the stress that's already building thanks to heightened emotional exchanges. This is both a thriller and mystery with social commentary and action thrown in. There are several nail-biting sequences that had me on the edge of my seat because the scenes capture the anger, terror, rage, and energy that would accompany a shooting within a closed environment. The action's captured well. Not only do we have gunfights, as is expected, there are also a lot of hand-to-hand battles that are energetic, brutal, sometimes a little silly at times, but they're also choreographed in a way to allow us to feel the force behind the punches and kicks. The show also uses a balanced mix of quick-cut edits and wider continuous shots that allow us to see the moves of the fight. But for as much as I was invested in the storyline, there came a point fairly early on that introduced another story arc that felt wedged in and unnecessary. As we follow the characters who receive the guns, they're humanized for us. The progressions, they're not rushed or skimped on. Now, the editing also helps to make the elements flow together and create a ton of dreadful expectancy, moving us seamlessly through the experiences to create this continuous arc of suffering.